'Twas the Fright Before Christmas by Judy Sierra. 'Twas a midwinter eve at the old haunted house. Not a creature was stirring. Well, maybe a mouse. The dragon had fallen asleep on the stair. The manticore snoozed in his favorite chair. In a pot by the fireplace, the fiend's stew was steaming. Beside it, the bat dangled upside down, dreaming. The werewolf snored softly, his eyes tightly closed, while upon the divan an old zombie dozed. The cat cuddled up in a ball on her lap, and the mummy was wrapped for a long winter's nap. Suddenly, the werewolf awoke and he howled, "Ah, woo! Someone mangled my tail, and I want to know who. I suspect, my dear manticore, that it was you." "It couldn't be my fault," the manticore wailed. "The cat scratched my nose, that's why I bit your tail. You'd bite something too if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," mewed the terrified cat. "The zombie was squeezing me, squashing me flat. You'd scratch something too if it happened to you." "My fault? Not remotely," the zombie declared. "That flip-flapping bat flew right into my hair. You'd squeeze something too if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," protested the bat. "The fiend flung his spoon and it hit me kersplat. You'd flip and flap too if it happened to you." "I had nothing to do with it," grumbled the fiend. "The mummy jumped into my ghastly cuisine. You'd fling something too if it happened to you." "How could it be my fault?" the mummy inquired. "The dragon's hot sneeze set my wrappings on fire. You'd jump in a stew if it happened to you." "It wasn't my fault," the dragon roared out. "Something furry was scurrying inside my snout. I know you'd sneeze too if it happened to you." "Little mouse," growled the werewolf, "it had to be you." "You tickled the dragon's nose, it's true, and made him sneeze a spark. Kerchoo!" It landed on the mummy's shoe, and the mummy plunged into the stew. The fiend was splashed with ghastly goo. He flung the bat. Away she flew. And must the zombie's new hairdo. She squeezed the cat, who jumped on to the manticore and made him chew my tail. So I howled, "Ow!" Now what would you do if it happened to you? "Oh, please," squealed the mouse. "I'm so frightfully sorry. Allow me to read you a sweet bedtime story." "Not sweet," shrieked the bat. "Make it gruesome and gory." The mouse served them cocoa with marshmallow sauce. Top it off, yipped the werewolf, with mildew and moss. When their tummies were full and the story was done, when the snoring and dreaming once more had begun, the mouse tucked them in and turned off the light. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.